Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Kirby Downey.
I'm Jonny Harrison.
And welcome to episode 30 of the Core Podcast. 30, Jonathan. 30.
30? That means it's been 60 weeks of this.
No, 30 weeks.
No, we do one every other week.
No, but we do once a week. We do it once.
Every other week. We do one episode every 2 weeks, which means we've been doing it for 60 weeks, but we've done 30 episodes. Quick maths. See how that works or not?
No, but it doesn't make sense, Johnny. Doesn't make sense.
60 weeks, 30 episodes. Everyone knows, apart from Brandon, that we only do this once every 2 weeks. He still tunes in weekly.
Just wait until we skip a week, and then it just throws everything off.
Yeah, that will. Well, we've done it before, and that threw it off. So maybe we actually are on more than we think.
Possibly.
You know?
I don't want to try and count it now. I can't be asked.
No, I'm not going to.
Maths is hard.
You're right.
Johnny, it's been a long day.
It's like you were late in tonight.
Yeah, literally bang on time. 2 minutes before I hit the live button, I finished my sausage. Exactly, Dave. Maths is hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
Johnny, are we losing you or is it me?
I think it's a bit of both.
Math is hard. You need a week. You know, Johnny, Brandon, you need to find that like other podcast to listen to every other weekend.
Yeah, you need the other week's podcast that's not me and Kirby. You need the other two idiots.
Maybe, Johnny, we should make another podcast.
No, one's enough. Every other week's perfect for us.
Every other week. But yeah, so far we've got photos in there already. Thanks for hanging out. Muffin Fuzz and Brandon's in there. It's the same person. And is over there hanging out as well. Every 3 days sounds good to me. Johnny, I don't think we have enough. We're not that interesting. You know that.
I know. People don't realize we will actually run out of stuff to do.
But anyway, let's do a bit of housekeeping and we'll go straight into our little jingle. No, that's not it. But look at that smile. Bing. Ching. What are they drinking? Yes, Johnny, what are we drinking tonight?
You know what, Kirby? I've actually got bad news. I'm drinking nothing because I was that excited to get into this. I forgot to get a drink.
So you didn't even pop out?
No, I'm reading all about CircuitPython and all sorts of interesting stuff. And then before I knew it, there was 2 seconds. I didn't have my headphones on properly. I was like, oh, damn.
You disappoint. I thought you would have had like a case somewhere in the house.
Oh, don't worry. There's plenty in. Don't worry. We're not running like a dry state here. I just I got that distracted by this amazing project that.
Just get Vicky's brother just to like offhand
hop
one.
In. Yeah, maybe they'll be listening or watching and deliver us one. Well, we'll see if one turns up.
Well, actually, surprise, I'm not drinking a Lemmy. I'm not having Jack Daniels and Coke. I'm enjoying a mixed fruits Copperberg.
Oh, he's gone back to basics.
You know what? Michael left a few in my fridge.
Did he?
This weekend. I don't have 2 weekends ago. I didn't have any Coke. I couldn't be asked to go and get Coke. It's when I was straightening up my bar. And I just thought I'll just have one of these. My God.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. Like on a hot summer's day, good. I'll take this over a beer.
Crispy. More refreshing.
So fruity, easy to drink. You don't feel bloated.
Yeah.
And you just get white man drunk. Just
wasted on fruit juice. Like it.
Exactly. Wait, it's healthy. Fotis, it's healthy.
Yeah, we're conscious about our calorie intake, aren't we, Kirby?
Yes, with the amount of walking I did this weekend. But I'll get into that while we're busy modeling. I've got some stories for you, Johnny. I nearly died. Nearly got murdered.
What you been doing now? Dare I ask?
We'll get into it. We'll get into it.
Oh,
but
he's holding back on
let's
us.
Let's get into tonight's entertainment.
Yes, let's.
So Johnny and I, we've bought these Adafruit components. They're called the Neo Trellis M4 boards. Very, very cool. Adafruit things. Basically, it's everything you need to make a soundboard. So all the buttons, they'll light up, and it's just everything you need. It's got an audio output. It's got an audio card built into it and all that stuff, all that fancy stuff that I just don't understand. So we got ourselves a set of these, and the idea is that we're going to make some cool custom cases. It comes with an acrylic bog standard case. But we thought, you know what? We're creative.
Yeah.
We'll use some SolidWorks to work on this, and got chatting with our friends at SolidWorks, and they said, you know what? This will be a great project for us to sponsor. So this video is sponsored by SolidWorks.
Thank you, SolidWorks.
So the whole idea is that we're going to be using all of these SolidWorks for Makers products to actually make our boards, well, our CAD models. So the board was already made by Jonathan in SolidWorks. So I'm going to be jumping into X-Shape, which is a product of 3D Experience SolidWorks for Makers, which is basically a sub-D modeler type of software where you can just make really organic type of shapes real easily. And then I'll pop that straight into SolidWorks, where I would then engineer it, basically. So I'll be making complex curvy shapes in a couple of minutes, and then be able to put that into SolidWorks and start chopping it up. It should be easy.
That's exactly what I said before I started looking at how the code actually works for this thing.
So unlike
the code,
so Johnny
SolidWorks for Makers is easy to use.
So Johnny isn't making a model tonight, or unless you plan to.
At the minute, my plan is to get the code and stuff working, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, so Johnny's going to explore the code. I sent him a simple code for this, which is kind of like it's almost a copy and paste type of code. All we got to do is edit the sound files, and we've got to edit the colors for lights and that stuff. So we can have Johnny, what is 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 times 8, 8, 16.
32.
32 different fart noises.
Or useful noises if you're not a child, aka Kirby.
But yes, that is the plan tonight. Johnny's going to be working away on getting the code right, and I'll be mostly sharing my screen, showing off what I'm going to be doing with the CAD model.
Yeah.
Does that sound good, Johnny?
Sounds good. I need to hunt out a better USB cable. That's my first problem.
I thought you came prepared.
I did. I've got 2, and neither of them are working.
Classic. El Clasico.
El Clasico.
So I'm running SolidWorks 2019. Background. Do that again?
It's a lovely dark background. Yeah,
it's SolidWorks dark mode.
Done a video.
Well, Johnny, have I got news for you?
Have you?
Yes. If you go to YouTube, go to this really cool guy. He's got a YouTube channel. His name's Kirby Downey. Don't know if you've heard of him. Pretty famous.
Yeah, I've come across him. I think he's a bit.
He's a bit of
all right, I've heard. No, he's all right, I've heard at times.
But probably his most useful video is how to turn your SolidWorks into dark mode.
I'd say it is. I don't even think it was sponsored, you know.
No, I saw a very cool. I saw someone do that, have their SolidWorks in dark mode, and I was just like, "Hell's yes!
I need it. Yeah,
I need some of that in my face." So he showed me how to do it, and I thought I'll make a video about it. Which I did.
Yeah, that's good, man. I'm glad that we've talked about your video.
Yes,
I like that.
and that video it's all Greek to me. That video is there in the chat if anyone wants it. But if anyone is interested in SolidWorks for Makers, the link is down below. It costs $9.99 a month to have access to desktop version of SolidWorks. It won't be 2019. It'll be the latest 2021, which I think it's 2022 is coming out next week. So it'll be the latest suite of SolidWorks.
But Kirby, it gets even better.
It does.
You look in the video description, there's a 20% off code.
There is that too.
Aren't we just spoiling people?
I forgot that I put that there. Or did I put that there?
You did put that there. I'm sure you put that there. I looked.
I didn't put that there.
You did put that there. It is 100% there.
Yes, use the link to get 20% off. It's down there. My bad. Yeah, solidworks.com/friends of champions.
Nice.
That can get you 20% off. Let me double check that link works.
I'm just doing it. Yeah, it works. You're good. £70 and 40 pence a year. That is amazing.
So anyway, you get SolidWorks desktop, which is an installed version of SolidWorks. So you need a fairly decent-ish computer to be able to run it. You can run SolidWorks on almost any potato. It's when you start to really get complex models when it starts to really chug along and struggle. On top of that, you'll get access to the 3D Experience platform, which is this neat little place that allows you to, for example, we're part of the Champions program. So we've got a whole discussion area where people can post and chat about things, problems that they're having, things that they're busy doing, projects that they're working on. People can comment on it. With the 3D Experience for Makers, SolidWorks for Makers, you get access to the Makers platforms on here. So you'll have access to support, and you'll have access to people that are doing similar things to you. Boom, that shape. So this is where I'm going to be making the thingy, the casing. Let us open up Jonathan's cat model.
Stop using my full name.
Why?
It's not Sunday.
What do you mean it's not Sunday?
It's my church name. I'm going to use it on a Sunday.
Church name.
Nice. Well done, Photos. It's a great switch to make.
Definitely switching from Fusion now that that's affordable. Yes. I mean, SolidWorks itself, it's usually about $2,000 minimum, £2,000. Right. Very expensive piece of software. But with Makers, they're giving those people the opportunity, those people that are earning, I think, less than $2,000 per year as their business, to be able to own it. So it's those kind of garage makers, people who aren't really using it for a business. There we go. It's the model PCB, but better. You know why it's better, Johnny?
Tell me.
Because it's it's not an assembly.
You've made it all into a body. My days. You can tell you're like a product designer. You just like sacrilege of modeling.
It's perfectly fine.
Look, it looks good. I'll give you it. Whoever modeled that had some decent skills.
Yeah, sure.
Models too, I've heard.
If you ever need a reference model or anything, you don't need to go too complex. Like, you don't need to model all of the little components or the little buttons. Model what's important, which is this JST point, the audio jack, and the USB point, and then just the buttons, little flexible buttons. For reference, these little silicone doodads. Does that look good?
Looks good. I was watching on the wrong screen. I was like, the buttons aren't there. What's he on about? But I'm back. I've figured it out.
So we'll be jumping back into SolidWorks in a moment. Let's hop into X-Shape. I've got all of maybe less than an hour experience in X-Shape, so wish me luck. Making the case.
You'll be fine.
So Johnny, how was your weekend?
It was good, Kirby. I didn't do loads, but did enough, is what I would say. How was yours? You've been away again.
Yeah, well, we went away during the week. From Wednesday to Friday, we went to the Cotswolds and had a look at all the posh people's lives and drove through
people's lives. I like that.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit posh out there.
A bit posh. Did you feel a bit? What's the word? Common.
Posh.
Did you feel common?
A little bit. It's important.
A little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
But Clarkson's Farm, that to me is a great use of time.
What?
Clarkson's Farm.
Yes, Diddley Squat Farm. I went off to Diddley Squat Farm, go visit Jeremy Clarkson, which he wasn't there. Waited in line for an hour to pay 11 quid for a bottle of milk and 15 quid for honey.
£11
for a litre of milk.
Well, was it nice milk or was it just a bit average?
It was cow's milk. No, but you know what? I'll tell you this. The you pay for the bottle that says cow juice, Diddley Squat Farm, the branded bottle that comes empty. You then take it to the cow juice dispenser. You push a button. That's where you pay £1 a litre. So the milk is okayish prices. It's not hella expensive.
Let me guess. The bottle's £10.
Bottle's £10.
Yep.
So you're paying for some tourist tax there.
Yep. Should have taken your own bottle.
Could have, but it didn't have cow juice written on it.
True.
So
true.
Right, so I've got Johnny's bottle here. He sent it to me a couple of weeks ago. And let's open this up straight and not SolidWorks native file into X-Shape. Let's get it in. Let's import it. I don't want to save. Probably should have saved, but it's fine. It's importing. Boom.
Always save.
Jonathan's rocking CAD model. I don't like it.
Thanks, dude. Nah, not bothered.
It's upside down, so I'm going to have to rotate it. But yes, visited Diddley Squat Farm. But here's where I nearly died, Jonathan. I nearly got murdered. So our Airbnb was in the middle of nowhere. And our host...
I know what you're going to say. Have you had to do some walking?
A lot of it. Like a lot of it.
Are you all right? Did you have to have a lie down halfway or did you survive?
So the Airbnb lady told us, what am I looking at? There we go, move. She told us, oh no, the pub is just a 20 to 30 minute walk up the road. I was like, oh, you're kind of sure about that? Google says an hour. So I'm reading through the document. She's like, oh, you use these walking trails that go across the field. So instead of, I look at the map, like, okay, maybe it's instead of going like that and like that, we just across the fields like that.
No.
So it's like, all right, we'll follow this trail. Take the little dogs with as well. About an hour and 15 minutes later, we rock up at the pub. And this walk consists of going through a forest, then across a field where you feel like zombies are going to come out of the tree line, down a single lane road where there's cars coming back and forth. So every time a car comes up, we've got to pick the dogs up, climb into the bushes so that the cars don't run us over. Eventually get to the pub, sit down, have a lovely, delightful time in the pub. We think, cool, we'll just, dinner's wrapping up, we'll just ask the manager if they've got a number for a cab.
Nope.
He gave us a number. The guy's like, yeah, it'll be £33 to go 6 minutes down the road.
Seen you coming a mile off.
And I was just like, excuse me? So we're just like, you know what, stuff it, we'll pay it. We don't want to walk back. And then I told him, cool, we've got 2 little dogs with us. They're Chihuahua-sized lap dogs.
No.
I was just like,
not a chance.
Nope. Called 3 other cab companies. None of them are interested in coming out that far. And we're just like, we were this close to just saying, stuff it, let's get a room in this pub and stay here for the night.
Nice.
But then we stomached it and we said, cool, we're going to we'll walk back. Problem number 1, the dogs didn't want to walk back because they had walked an hour and a half to the pub.
I don't know if that's Kirby or me.
What? No, I can hear you fine. Can you hear me all right?
Possibly me, possibly Kirby.
I can hear you fine. My internet still seems strong. Have we lost Jonny? Has Jonny lost some audio? Those of you in the chat, can you hear Jonny or me or both of us or just one of us? So I think it might be Jonny this time because I'm not getting no warnings. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. No, it's definitely Jonny. Yeah, it's definitely Jonathan.
I think I'm back.
Yes, you're back.
I don't know what happened. Everything else was fine. But our software was like, nah, not today. Not happening.
Are you downloading stuff?
Yeah, I'm having to download a few bits. That's probably not helping the situation.
No. Probably not. Okay, so let's import this again. Where did you hear till?
You were going to get a room in the hotel because you didn't want to walk.
Yeah, we thought, no, stuff it, we're going to just power through. But the dogs weren't too keen on that. They didn't want to walk back because their little legs couldn't handle it. You know, they're tiny. Anyway, so we had to carry the dogs back. This would be okay if it was still, this would be still okay if we could still see. Because now
was it dark
the
by this
sun's
point?
down. It's pitch black.
Nice.
Walking down this tiny little road where all you see is car headlights coming up. Again, you're like stumbling into the bush in order to not get run over by these cars. And then once we turned off the main road and went through the farm fields, this pickup truck comes slowly driving past us. And we kind of like stand out the way and he drives past and we walk a few more meters and like notice behind us. Here he comes up behind us again. And I was just like, that's it. We're getting murdered right here.
I'm done.
Yeah, the guy pulls over. He's like, are you guys all right? You know, do you know where you're going? He's like, yeah, we're going to so-and-so town. I know we're going through here. This. It's like, oh, you know, it's just not very nice to be walking this late at night. I'm like, no, it's not. It's like, oh, stay safe. And he drove off. I was like, cheers, mate. Like, when he first pitched up, I thought I'm going to get murdered or getting a lift. And he just fucked off. I was like, you know what? This is the scariest part here. I'm about to walk through this forest. But yeah, walking through that forest was very eerie because like every step you make gets the birds and the owls all rustled in the trees, so they're making noises. The dogs are getting like startled because of these noises. It was not fun. And then end up in the middle of a field where you can hear like sheep in the distance. And I know this field has livestock in it. We just don't know from where. Grass is pretty long, so we're quite concerned that next thing a bull or a sheep is going to come running at us. That's the last thing you want to see when you can barely see in front of you, just something rustling and moving towards you.
You'll be fine. No worries.
But we were fine. We survived, Johnny. We lived. We lived to tell the tale.
You'll be fine, I'm telling you.
Okay, so these are on the right orientation now. So we're going to start off with a thing that's called a quad box or quad ball. Let's get it there. I think I can move it later on. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you can actually.
So let's
My
increase the amount of
experience with egg-shaped potatoing tells me you can move it later.
Okay, so I've just given a bunch of there we go. Boom, smashed it mid-plane. I pressed the mid-plane button. How big do I want it? Do I want creased edges? No, I don't want a box. Cool. Quad ball. Quad ball is in place. I need symmetry on. See if I can hide this thing. Anyway, Johnny, I saw this weekend that you had a delightful weekend with your douche.
You mean with my dog?
Yes.
My douche. Yeah, we were out with the dog. It was nice. What did we do?
I saw you did a dog show.
You know, Sunday we put him in a dog show.
And how did that go?
You know what? It was an interesting experience. It was actually quite entertaining. I was up for going. It was fun. We didn't win anything. I claim it was rigged, to be honest. We entered him in the cutest puppy competition, which I thought, fair enough. It's a puppy, 5 months old. There was dogs there that were definitely fully grown and over 2.
Every dog is a puppy.
Well, it's not though, is it? A puppy is a baby dog, not a fully grown dog.
No, all dogs are puppies.
Do you know what else made it worse? Because our dog's actually trained to sit and wait, the woman who was judging it didn't really care. Didn't even look at him or speak to us because he was sat nicely. And every other dog was jumping up at her. So she was telling them how to control their dog. Because ours is controlled, she didn't bother.
Shouldn't care.
Yeah, literally. I was like, oh, this is great. But I had a nice ice cream after it.
Loki would have won it, I'm telling you now. Brandon asks, how demanding is this on your PC? So this is completely web-based. As you can see, I'm running it in Google Chrome. I'm not playing Minecraft.
Not yet, anyway.
God damn it. Mistakes were made.
Oh, he's messed up now, hasn't he? Oh. Aha.
Literally, I cannot reach.
Just drag it down a little bit.
No, but I can't reach the top bar because it goes up onto my other screen.
Yeah,
and it's hidden behind the taskbar.
Go to the left side. You'll be able to grab it from there. Oh, no, maybe you won't be able to. Yeah,
well.
Yep, you see?
He smashed it. But yes, this is completely browser-based, and it's you can run this off a tablet. You can run it off your phone to be able to do some basic CAD. And it's the same thing with XDesign. XDesign is another part of this package. that you can do more SolidWorksy types of designs. So back to the sub demodeling.
This is
put on that
confusing me,
line.
I'll be honest.
I'm going to mid-plane it. What is confusing you?
It couldn't just be Arduino code, could it? It's got to be CircuitPython, just to throw something else in the mix.
Why don't you just copy and paste it, bruh?
Because it doesn't work like that. Because it's CircuitPython. If it was Arduino, you could just copy and paste the whole lot. CircuitPython is all done on the board, so you have to edit it all in the folder. To do that, you've got to download a load of libraries that you're never going to use for anything else. Great. Anyway, ignore my rants. You just crack on and advertise our amazing software.
If I can figure it out.
Kirby is currently playing with a potato.
Yes. I'm in potato mode now.
Yep. My favorite mode.
So now let me try and get symmetry on. I'm going to use this plane. Boom. We're winning, Johnny. We are winning.
You are.
So now we should be able to select all these faces. I'm sure there's a shortcut somewhere. Now, you see, the thing is, because the software is fairly new, there isn't that many tutorials or information online. So hopefully people will take this information and realize that these guys don't know what they're doing.
We really don't.
Clearly not. Let me take...
Oh. Shoot. Damn it. I've done an error. Downloaded the wrong thing. No matter, I will fix it quickly. That's the sort of thing it should tell you at the start, not halfway through the download and you're reading the next steps. Job done.
Let's figure this out together. You know what? I'm going to delete the subdivision ball again because I want to put less faces. I thought more faces would help. It's not helping. It's not. I'm not winning, Johnny.
What do you mean?
I'm just trying to set it up nicely. That's the whole point. Okay, I'm going to stick with 3. Let's make it big first. Okay. I think we're making progress now, Johnny. We're cooking with gas.
Yep, I'll sort of agree with you. I think I'm making some progress.
So how did you find out about this dog show?
It was just advertised on our local sort of Facebook group thing. I don't know if I saved that too.
Well, your local dog Facebook or?
No, just like the local area page. I don't know what it is. Residence page thing. There was a lot of people there, actually. I was shocked at how many people were there on a Sunday for a dog show, but there must have been like a couple hundred people kicking about. At least. Some stalls,
how many
you know, the sort of effect. One, maybe. The north.
It's the north. Okay, let's show these bodies again because now I've made this ball bigger. Oh, he's so big. Oh, look at that. Look at that That's Techers right there.
Nice.
So it looks like these little outer balls are scale. That's move. Interesting. You know who we need to show us how to work this magic?
No. Adam.
Jason.
Oh, Jason. You've gone Jason. I went Adam. Jason is a wizard at it, though.
Adam's a good shout as well. But you know what? I've been messing around in Blender. I've been making some pretty dope things in Blender. And the thinking around it is kind of similar in terms of when you design something, you design it with this fairly boxy shape, and then you smooth off the edges. So it's actually quite similar to that, and it's my mind is just is starting to think around that way of designing. Are you coming along there, Johnny? What is it that you're busy with?
I'm just trying to get some code working. If I keep looking at the floor, it's because this thing's on the floor at the minute.
Is it going to do some sing-song?
It just needs to light up first. That would be lovely.
I reckon those in chat should give you some ideas for sounds to put on.
Let's just get it going first before we start taking requests. So.
No, we have to take requests, Johnny. We've got Dance Monkey.
That's basically what I am, is a monkey.
You are. So let's add some shape to this. This is looking a little flat. Let's grab these faces. Maybe give it a rotator. Actually, I'll rotate them inwards. Whoa, dude. That's actually quite cool. Like, it still blows my mind what Adam was able to do.
I know, with such little
effort.
That's looking good, dude. We're getting there.
Yeah, so I'm just basically just playing around with the
potato.
These edges, just seeing what happens.
Ooh. I like the use of the mirror. That's I would say clever, but it's a standard thing to do. But it looks nice where it's all moving as one.
Yeah, so I had to set up this plane first, and create my own mirror. So,
no.
Yeah, so
you explained
features. You can do a plane. Just soften this up a little bit. So I was looking a bit wild. Let's go bananas now. Let's see what happens when I pull there. Interesting. Ooh. See, I do think home is dope.
I think that would be good. I've got some good ones I want to put on mine actually already that I'm thinking of.
That's actually looking pretty swagger. Let's look at it from the side. So I'm being very gentle here at the moment, to be honest, because I don't want to go too wild. I'm too scared of doing too much. Let's take this line. Ooh, interesting. What does everyone think of that?
Ooh, exotic.
I know, right?
Some nice corners on there, actually. At the bottom, that would be some nice little feet placement.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm being so safe with this.
What does that mean?
Like I could go absolutely wild, but I'm scared of doing too much.
It would be nice to be able to actually 3D print it.
So let's bring that down to there. Well, I should definitely be able to print this at work. You know, with our fancy pants machines.
Hope so.
Let's actually go wild with that. There we go. Let's bring it out like that. Give it an angle. Oh, yes. I know Brandon has some really cool soundboard bites in that he uses now and then. So he'll definitely have some good ones.
Mate, it's doing things.
What's doing things? Okay, I'm going to try a crease feature. So that should just turn that edge to a sharp edge.
I'm just waiting for Kirby to actually realise.
All right. What else does it do?
Hang on. I've got my other headphones that I prepared earlier.
Show it to us now, so everybody can see.
Hang on. Oh, mate, it's bright. It lives. It works.
Very cool. Bright as donkeys.
At the minute, it does the alphabet.
So you're using the code I sent you?
Yeah, I managed to get that going. So now I can actually start playing around with stuff.
My man. My man. Let's raise this up a little. You raise me up so I can live on mountains. You raise me up so I...
Please stop.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
I think I need to bring this edge down a bit because I'm concerned that we won't be able to even push these buttons in. But we'll take this line. Let's bring that in. So yeah, dude, I'm just moving all these little vertices, points, and faces until I get the shape that I want. I think could be very powerful if you want to just hash out a general shape real quickly without too much effort. Because I find that you can make this in SolidWorks if you really want to. Number one problem that's going to occur is you've got to set up so many sketches just to generate a shape. Whereas I've just been pushing and pulling a potato until it roughly looks like something. So I could crease this edge. Oh, Jonny, yes. Jonny, this is amazing.
Oh, lovely.
Watch this. So I'm going to crease this edge, but I can change the radius of it so that it's sharp. So it still like has, so that's without a crease. So if I bring that crease up a little bit, it's going to have an edge on it. Ooh. Now we're cooking. Now we're getting somewhere. Yes, Queen. You know what? I could probably add in. Let's see what this button does. Because I feel like I'm pulling this face a bit too much. So let's add another subdivision in it. Let's see what that does. Oh, that gives me more vertices. More points.
Whoop, whoop. Oh,
more things to pull on. So I can then now grab this. Thicken it out. Look at that, Jonny.
Nice. Quite Xbox.
Quite Xbox, eh? It's like I've done this before.
Yeah. It's quite awkward having like the soundboard in one ear and you in the other.
What is it saying?
It's just going through its ABCs at the minute.
Do you know your ABCs, Jonny?
I do now. And then the other 6 buttons are basically just adverts for them.
But the people that made the ABCs. What else can I do to this? So that's the back end. Let's make this front end. Let's make some spikes. Let's subdivide that face. Because that will give me another face to be able to grab. Let's subdivide these faces around. That should give me some more vertices to work with. Yes. And we're just adding material. A whole new world. I can send you my folder. Don't. There's some dodgy sounds in there sometimes.
Yeah. I saw the comment and I was like, I'll just leave that for now. Just in case.
No, Brandon's got some good sounds. He's got some nice sound bites, but it's got a lot of those unmentionables. Like a certain website's sound. I don't know where I'm going with this. So let's take these. Let's crease it. Boom. Joe Lance, thank you very much for joining us. Looking great. Great. Thank you. This is our little soundboard project. We got these little soundboards that we're making custom cases for using SolidWorks for Makers.
Nice, Kirby. You've gone full on Xbox on it.
I mean,
it's looking good.
I'm trying to make. I don't know what this does, but they're there.
I'm so confused at the minute.
What I'm making or what you're doing?
What I'm doing. Hang on. I'm figuring things out as I go. You know how that works for me. Yes, I figured it out.
I just figured something out. What did you figure out, Johnny? Let's see what you figured out.
How to change the color of the buttons. I'm doing well.
You're doing well. So what I figured out, Johnny, is if you click on a face and you hit the extrude button,
ooh,
it will.
That's nice.
Create a few more bodies. Little bump. See, because I'm using, and I don't know how to turn the feature off. Because
nice.
It's something called the cage. I don't know how I turned it on. I think it was over here, some of these settings. There we go. There you go. Show surface only. So this will show the surface only, where you can see the faces and the actual curves. Then we had the cage, which is what I was using. So it's extended vertices and points. And then this one is cage only. That looks very 90s video game arcadey type of.
Yeah, that looks very Daft Punk.
But that's the cage only. So yeah, if I go extrude.
Oh, dude, I'm gathering some amazing sounds. I'll tell you now.
Are you really? I've got a good idea.
Honestly.
Have you got a speaker that you'll be able to show this off on?
Well, no, because my headphones are linked, aren't they?
Oh, check this out, Johnny. So if you click on an edge like that, and you click on the insert loop, it'll perpendicular to that line, it'll give you a loop, but you can also increase the amount of loops. And boom, I've got this surface here now that I can grab, and let's scale it outwards. No, let's extrude on it.
Oh, this is the best thing ever.
What?
Just this website I've found. It's amazing.
Is it like just a bunch of like arcade buttons?
It's just the best Simpsons Homer things ever. It's amazing.
I can kind of hear that one. If you put your headphone by your microphone, you might be able to.
We'll see. Give it a go.
Wow, I need some beer.
You can guess what my soundboard's going to be full of. I might just carry this around in life. It'd be great for work meetings.
You'll just need a battery for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh, Johnny. Amazing.
Ooh, hello.
So I created those extra lines in there, the loops. I've now selected the inside of that loop, extruded it, and it's now given me this bump. So let's crease. There we go. Let's put a crease on it.
Oh, I'm having a great time over here.
What with your sounds?
With my sounds, it's brilliant. Oh, dude, I'm gonna have mine working for the next episode while we like finish up the print and stuff, and just hammer buttons away.
That was cool. So I don't know. Can I delete? What happens if I want to get rid of?
Can you like dissolve the division or anything? Or do you just have to sort of push it back?
I think that was the term, dissolve. That's a Blender term. No.
Sorry. I don't know my terms, dude. I don't.
No. But
don't do this.
That's the kind of thing that I'm trying to find. Is dissolve, or see, I can delete a face or a loop. So what if let's delete this face. Okay. And makes that. Okay. Let's see. Nope. Delete. So now let's take that. This button here to fill edges. Okay, kind of worked. Seemed like it. I'm sure there's a button for that somewhere. So let's grab this face. Let's shove it back into that body again. There we go. That looks less obtrusive. I've actually got to be mindful as well of the edges, because if I'm going to shell this, I got to make sure I can still shell it. I think I'm going to leave it there. Less is more, Johnny. Less is more.
Less is more.
Let's see how this imports into SolidWorks now. That's what I'm interested to see. So I'm going to have to cut for the electrical components here. Okay. So I've got to knit the edges to complete. I've got to exit the environment is what it's called. So let's exit the environment. So that exits the feature of me creating the quad ball. That completes it. I can't edit that no more. Can I? I can. Using the tree, I can go back and edit it. Smart. We're learning, Johnny. We're learning.
I know, me too.
We're going places.
We learned a lot tonight. What'd you say? God bless us.
I don't know. I cut my nails recently, and that hurts.
You with your beers.
Cider.
Sorry, Michael's beers.
So have you made your soundboard have sound yet?
I'm trying to just change them for one of mine, just so I've got the process down. If that makes sense, and then I'll just hunt for some others through the week.
Okay, so let's figure out how do we export. Let's go standard. Save icons. We'll save it for one, and then let's export it. There we go. So we'll save it a file on my desk. Let's save it as a solid XML. Save that one first. What should we call this one? Let's just call it soundboard case. I can't be creative now. Soundboard case. Let's see if that file format works. think we lost Jonny again. Or is it me? Yeah, it's Jonny. So, yes, I want to download the files. Show that in my folder. Ah, that went to my downloads. I was wondering where that was going to go because it didn't give me the option. It would be nice if it gave you the option to select a folder instead of just downloading a folder. So let's copy that into the podcast folders. Cool. We'll switch to SolidWorks now. Let's see if this works. Oh, there he is.
My internet is on one tonight. I don't know what everyone is doing in the house.
It's you downloading stuff.
I mean, I might be downloading some sounds. I mean, that might have an effect.
Okay.
I think I've got this board sussed out properly now, which is good news for us.
Excellent. Then you can teach me. Actually,
I'll just send you my code and just...
I'll figure it out myself because then whether you send me the code or I use the code that you used, it's the same thing.
The hardest bit about it is getting the board to talk to the computer with this Circuit Python thing. Once you got that done, the rest of it's just like standard Arduino code.
We'll see if I struggle. Anyway, so I've got this file here. I'm going to click and drag it into SolidWorks. Let's see if it opens it up. Exciting stuff now. So I spent 45 minutes on that, pushing and pulling that potato around.
Nice.
Oh, look at that. That's in SolidWorks. That is right in there in SolidWorks. Got the solid bodies, which I can hide. Very nice. Okay. Let's see if I can edit and work with this. So let's go to the right plane. I'm going to sketch and I'm going to just do a cut. Actually, I can angle that cut. That will get me better results. So I'm going to thin it. Half a mil. Oh, that split it. I'm going to make that even smaller. Dude. Let's shell this to my wall thickness. I don't think it's going to execute because of the... Dude, this is madness. No, it's not going to execute. These are too... too tight. It's too tight. But you know what? That doesn't really matter because this is going to be 3D printed. The beautiful thing about 3D printing is that you don't have to have a uniform wall thickness. I'm thinking. Nah, it's not having it. I knew it wouldn't let me do those. But it's okay. Let's get rid of that cut. Going a different route now. Let us show this. Okay, so we are going to cut across there, and I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to make a surface. Now with Jonny, I don't know if you know about this. Let me hide this so you can see it. On the top right in SolidWorks, it's usually on SolidWorks Help or one of the other things. If you switch it to commands,
you can change it to find all your tools.
Yeah, you can type in the tool that you want. So I want to use the split tool.
Yeah, it's a massive time saver.
And I want to split these two bodies. Boom. So we'll hide that. Got to have our logo back on so people know that this is the core podcast. And if you haven't seen on our little banner that's rolling up and down our screen right now, this video is sponsored by SolidWorks.
Whoop.
Somehow we convinced them to say, yeah, sure, you can do this. Okay, so let me insert features. I'm going to use the combine feature, but I'm going to subtract material. The main bodies are going to be these ones and these ones. Can only do one at a time. Not a lie. So the body's going to be that, and we're going to... No, the main body is that. Come on. Now he's got it. The main body's that, and these are the bodies to subtract. We now have our holes. I don't want it to delete those. So
I've got some good news for you.
Go for it.
Got my own sounds and colors.
Your own sounds and colors.
Colors.
Let's move and copy. We're going to copy that and that. We're not going to move them. So now we've got multiple bodies. So we're going to hide those two. So now we can do that feature. Insert features, combine, subtract main body, boom, boom. Done. And then we can bring these back. Look at that. This is madness. Like, if I was learning design and being able to just push and pull a model around to make something extremely organic like this in the time that I have, you know, while learning it at the same time. The things that I could have made were insane. Yeah, like 10 years ago, not even like 8 years ago, very, very limited. So let us, damn, look how easy this guy works with CAD.
Yeah, boy.
I mean,
you've done well, man.
It's not that difficult. You know what, to be fair, the way that you're a wizard with ZBrush. And
yeah, exactly.
To be able to do what you do in ZBrush is bananas. Bananas in pajamas are dancing everywhere. I never put a tolerance on those buttons. I'm gonna have to do that.
Oh no.
Point. That's fine. That's a on the side job for Downey, right here. So we're gonna extrude cut. Let's have a look. Let's find that body. There it is. Let's dimension that at 0.3 is fine. So very important to tolerance your models. Because you'll be quite surprised how many people design things and don't actually realize that you actually need to have a little bit of a gap between your model and whatever you're inserting it into. They think that if they make a 3mm and a 3mm slot, it'll fit. You have to tolerance people. In a perfect world, yes, that would work.
The world is not perfect, Kirby, so therefore...
it is not perfect. Cool. So now I've got a cavity for the PCB to sit into. Very nice, very nice. I haven't figured out how I'm going to make this. I will definitely use this for props before import. I mean, this is the dream. The struggle I had with 3D Max pulling polygons around versus this. I haven't tried 3ds Max, so I can't tell. I'll definitely use this for props before I import into ZBrush. That's the dream, and that's the vision I see for software like this, where I've made my very organic shape, and now I'm doing hard surface modeling on it, doing engineered cuts, and plotting everything out so that this can then go and actually get manufactured. I just hear Homer's voice.
It's the only one I've downloaded.
What, Homer?
So far.
What, onto the board?
Yeah, I've just been fiddling with the others. I've made all my colours. I've made it fully white because I'm basic like that.
Quite bright.
It's very bright, dude, and I can't find a brightness adjuster for it.
I'm sure there must be something. I'm going to add a draft angle onto this.
Look at him getting fancy with his draft angles.
Well, I have to, so that cut can actually, so I can get my doodads in the holes. I'm going to convert that edge, features, extrude cut. Go a little bit further. Affect that body only. Boom. I got that cavity. Let's... Oh, 3mm fillet. My computer's starting to not enjoy this.
Uh-oh.
It's the fillet feature. Like whenever you need to fillet something, SOLIDWORKS just has a bit of a shit. Just be like, nah, thank you.
Yeah, the fillet does tend to... I hope you've saved recently. That's all I'm saying.
Don't be talking like that.
Dude, you know what happens.
I know exactly what happens, and I'm brave. Successful. So that's that shape created. Let's bring these buttons back in so I can... Actually, I'll do one of them. Now watch this magic trick. I'm going to offset all of these faces. Getting a bit tired there, Johnny.
Yeah, a little bit, man. Been a long day already.
Well, let me do this tolerance of these buttons, and I think that will be a good place to wrap it up. So,
me too.
That's offset. So that face surface is now bigger than that. I mean, snapping is much better. Shaping is much better before we start adding details in sculpt software is the dream. and be accurate. That's the biggest problem I found with ZBrush, is that you can't be as accurate as you can with SolidWorks and any kind of software that you can measure in. Let's bring this one back in. Okay, okay. Jonny, go Kirby move.
You're losing the plot.
That means watch this, Jonny. Watch this move.
I'm watching.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Go Kirby move. Anyway, so pattern. Do a linear pattern. Direction 1. We'll do direction 2. Bodies will be that. I'm just going to line it up.
Who am I?
Did a good job.
What do you mean Jonny did a good job?
Yeah, 15 mil apart. This one as well, 15 mil apart. Wakata. There it is. Cool. So now let's hide these.
I'm waiting.
Okay. Let's hide this and this. Show that. Before I pattern, actually, I want to extend the surface. There it is. Now it should be protruding across all of that. Now we use that split feature. Split trim tools. So now I can select every single one of these. This time I'm going to select consume the cut bodies. I made a mistake. Whoops.
What's he done, everyone? Tell me what he's done.
I need to select these instead. Not the outside body. Cool. So that's now gotten rid of that little body that's in there. All the surface bodies will hide. We'll bring everything back. Boom. Just like that, those buttons are now toleranced.
Nice job.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Lemon squeezy.
One comment I have about this soundboard.
Go for it.
The buttons are extremely bright.
I'm sure that's something we can figure out.
Blastingly bright. I can be fiddling with mine in an attempt to find the dimmest colour. Blue.
Blue.
So I have mine set to they're blue, and when you press them, they go red.
Ooh, show us. Show us.
Hang on. I don't know if you'll be able to see it's that bright. See?
Try press one of the edge buttons.
Hang on.
Put it up close to your thing and it'll adjust the light.
Dude, you act like I'm a...
I can kind of see it. Yeah, there we can see it.
Good.
Very nice.
Works well. Code done.
So there's one last thing that I need to do, but I'm going to do that in my spare time. And that is figure out how are these two halves going to be held together. The overall plan here is, let me actually section it so y'all can see.
You can't see me. They can't see anyway. I don't know what you've done.
There we go. So basically, I want this is going to put pressure down on the board, and the little buttons basically the same way that this is put together. And that will hold it together with access to the back buttons here, and it's going to sit on my desk all pretty like that. With my two weird, I don't know what these are. But that's going to have to be fixed. But that can be done at work. I've got to figure out how I'm going to put this together. I could probably just use the same screws somehow, or just a bit of hot glue and make it permanent. Wait, come here, Jorge. Are you pleased, Johnny? You made progress?
I am pleased, dude. I think that's going to be very good.
Safe.
If we could turn the LEDs down, it would be great, but I don't think we can.
Yes. I'm sure there's a way that you can choose the brightness of the LEDs. There's a lot of different, like if you go to the product page of the board, you might be able to go on there and see if there's a way to adjust that. Another thing, I'm saying a lot. Another thing you can do is go into the Adafruit, because this is an Adafruit product. If you go over to Adafruit, you can go into the forums, say that your product, this is what you want to do. How do? Exactly. Let me save this. Because you know what I usually do after this, Johnny, is I just press shut down and just say, yes, force shut down everything.
Yep.
The amount of CAD files I've lost.
Bye.
Bye. Have a beautiful time. No, SolidWorks doesn't care. It's just, oh, you don't want to save? Tough.
Yes.
But yes, we've made some progress, Johnny. We've made this awesome soundboard design using all of the products available. 3D Experience SolidWorks for Makers product. SolidWorks has sponsored this video. SolidWorks has sponsored this video, so if you guys want to check it out, there is a link down in the description. I'm going to make that like a live link so that oh no, you need to use that link. But yes, it's solidworks.com/friends of champions with hyphens between each word. That will send you to the SolidWorks for Makers page. This is where you can get SolidWorks for Makers at 20% off. Yeah, that will redirect you to everything there. So if you are interested in getting SolidWorks for Makers, which is everything we use today, that includes SolidWorks Desktop, X-Shape, and X-Design. And you can create awesome things like these within those softwares. So check them out. Johnny, you impressed with what we've managed to achieve tonight?
I think so, dude. In an hour, you've done a full, fairly natural curvy design.
I made a potato look like I made a potato look like something.
Everyone loves my description of a potato, and it's good. You've turned a potato into something useful.
I have. I need to get a video quickly. I'm just going to download it quick. It's nothing dodgy, Jonathan.
Didn't say anything, dude.
You'll be fine. There we go. I sent it there. So
what video is he looking for?
So I've got to download it, which is downloaded. And now I've got to put it into here. Brand. Add video clip. It's in downloads. That's uploading. But yeah, I'm very pleased with what we managed to achieve. It's a very, very powerful set of tools. You can do a lot with this, and I can see a lot of really awesome things I really want to figure out. And I've got some project ideas and some projects that we're going to be working on soon, which are also sponsored by SolidWorks, which will be using the same products already. I feel like the best way to learn is when you have a project in mind.
Yeah.
And that will,
100%.
I feel like, help push the limits of what we can work on here and
achieve.
Create. Let me save this again just to make sure. But
you're fully saved. Are you saved up?
Yeah, I'm saved. Saved again.
Saved.
Okay. Yes. So if you guys watched last week's episode or have been following us, you know that we did a magic wheelchair build. Yes, we did a magic wheelchair build. I love that video. It's so
I
good.
do. It's great.
Johnny's already posted a link in the chat.
The chat.
That is the full video of us doing our magic wheelchair build, which includes scenes like that clip. It's a 30-minute video. If you want to go check it out after this episode, hopefully it should pop up somewhere near there. If not, go check out our channel and you can go check it out. While you're at it, please like and subscribe.
Yep.
If you haven't already, please do like our channel. Please do like our videos. Please do subscribe to our channel if you want to see more content like this. We got a few more fun SolidWorks themed projects coming up in the pipeline for the next few months, which is super exciting.
Yep.
Should be good
put us
fun.
Back the right way around. Thank you.
Yeah, it was bugging me. And I think next week we're going to take our soundboards for a test ride. Not next week, week after. We're 2 weeks, every 2 weeks.
But Brandon, good news. Next Monday, you can watch our magic wheelchair video. It's half an hour long, and it'll fill the void in your life that you're missing with us not doing an episode. There you go.
Yeah, you can watch it again.
Problem solved, Brandon.
You can go and watch it again. But I think it's a good place to wrap this episode. Episode 30, Johnny. We've done this for 30 weeks.
60 weeks.
You know you're wrong. You know you're wrong.
I'm not wrong, I'm right.
Brandon is saving it. Trust me, Brandon, you'll enjoy it.
Good one. It's a good watch. Half an hour.
It's a good. I enjoyed making it. I'm quite surprised with the ending. But we have our plan for our next episode. Soundboards will be up and running. You'll hear us making fart noises on the channel.
Yep, be good.
So I need to send this to the printers. Get the printer at work.
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. Anyway,
good.
Thank you.
Right, Kirby. Murder the socials.
Murder socials like I nearly did. Excuse me.
Lovely.
We're at this part of the show. The part that everybody comes in. I reckon this is why everybody's here. Watch me mess up the socials. Let's turn off that banner so it's out of the way. Okay, if you want to follow me, I am at KJ Designs 365 and everything.
If you want to follow me, it's at Castle Run Creations. Yeah, Kirby's repping the brand. Nice job, Kirby.
If you want to follow the podcast on Instagram, we are at the Core Podcast.contact. On Facebook, we are at the Core Podcast with O is a 0. On Twitter, we are at the _Core Podcast. And on YouTube, we are the Core Podcast.
Yes.
Nailed it.
3 out of 4, Kirby. Nice effort.
What?
3 out of 4. Nice effort. You corrected your mistake.
It's been a while since I got that all wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. We've done well. But yeah, check out the Magic Wheelchair video. It's great.
Yeah, it was a good fun build. We were quite happy with it and pleased. Tonight's been a fun episode, so we look forward to the end result and actually having a printed model here. TCP should be your tag. I tried to find TCP on, the core podcast, Jonny, on various different socials and that. It's kind of difficult. It's kind of difficult to get. But yeah, TCP, the core podcast on YouTube. Should make like a radio intro. The core podcast.
Great. I'm going to go now because you've officially lost the plot.
I've lost the plot. But thank you very much for everybody for joining us tonight. It's been a blast. If you missed what we've been up to tonight, we've been working on our soundboard project sponsored by SolidWorks, where I made a cool little soundboard using SolidWorks as well as 3D X-Shape to create the form and that stuff. And Johnny's been coding away, getting all the sounds to go pew, 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 and the lights to go shasham, super bright in your face. It has been awesome.
Very bright. Really bright, actually, yeah. But
I can't wait to get mine picked up.
On to the next.
Yes. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks' time. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.